Welcome once again, fight fans, to DAZN Mixed Martial Arts. Sean O'Connell, Dan Hardy, and joining us, special guest, fighting to defend his light heavyweight title in Oktagon this coming weekend, Karlos Vemola, veteran of the sport, highly regarded, one of the big hitters in European mixed martial arts. Karlos, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thanks for having me, guys. Yeah, I'm great. Just final preparations for my fight.
All right, lovely. So, this is one of those title unification bouts, I guess, right? Because interim champion, and now you're the real champion, looking to unify the belts here. Does that change the dynamic of this fight at all?
Well, I, I don't know. I think once you're a champion, there's always going to be a strong contender, And the intermediate belt, I don't really believe in that. There's only one champ, and we're gonna decide it on Saturday night. There was an interim title because I was fighting in between the classes. I was fighting middleweight. I was fighting light heavy, so I wasn't defending enough often as I should, which I don't think I belong to light heavyweight division. I just done it. Something as an extra, prove myself. I can be the double champ in the Oktagon. I think I belong to middleweight, where I was most of my life, and anyone who is number two is going to be a strong contender. It doesn't matter if it's an interim champ versus real champ. There's only one champ. It only can be one, and that's going to happen on Saturday night.
So what are your thoughts on Pavol Langer? How have you been preparing for him?
Well, I've been preparing with most of the biggest guys and strongest guys we got over here in Czech. We got great middleweight fighting in KSW, Michal Martinek, and I'm lucky in my gym is two of the guys who beat Pavol Langer before. So actually 4 guys out of my gym was fighting him. So I'm the 5th one now. So the gym where I trained, they got great knowledge of Langer, of every of his move. They were studying him because he was fighting him 4 times. This is the 5th time. He's gonna be strong, heavy dude with much longer reach, but I have to kill him with my speed. I always saying the speed produces the power, so I have to kill him with my speed and with my experience. I had a triple amount of fights he had, so yeah, that should show on Saturday night.
What do you think his game plan is against you?
Well, the game plan should be pretty simple against wrestler like I am. Keep it standing up longest as he can. Don't get underneath. Don't get put down on the floor. He's strong enough and tall enough to have the skills to do it. But as I say, if I kill him with my speed, moving, I have to keep him close. I can't stay far away from him. Waiting for his hits. I have to be out of his reach. I have to be in all the time. He knows that. So this is gonna be just who can deliver the game plan better.
Are you anticipating, if the fight does hit the floor, are you thinking that he's going to be trying to throw up submissions or trying to scramble back to his feet?
Off his back, you mean?
Yeah. If you put him on the floor, what are you expecting to deal with on the floor? Do you think he's going to try and scramble, get back to his feet, or do you think he's got some submissions?
Anyone who is trying to put submissions against me off his back is dead in the water, and they know that. So I don't think there's the good game plan fighting me. That's exactly where I want to be. So his job should be try to get up soon as possible. If you wanna, every time somebody wanted to play the guard game, with me, that's where I want to be. All day long. You want to play the guard? Let's play the guard. Let's play it. So yeah, no, I don't think this is gonna be the way he's thinking, and I don't think this is the place he wants to be in the fight. But obviously, I have to get it down that route.
I'm really intrigued by something you said earlier, that you're really a middleweight, but you just wanted to prove to yourself that you could be a double champion, and so you decide. I mean, that's a pretty significant decision to go up in a weight class. They're heavy hitting guys at 205 pounds, and just to do it on a whim is kind of wild. So how long did that thought process take? Was it because you thought, oh, the guy who has the belt at 205 right now, I know I could beat him? Or is it just always something that was in your mind?
Well, there was always something in my mind because I always want to put the goals a little bit further. I've been middleweight champ, you know, so I wanted to be the light heavyweight champ. Even there was once in my mind, and I was pretty serious about it. I'm right on the end of my career. I'm fighting over 30 years, you know. So now we just do it all or nothing. So I said, let's go heavyweight. I want to be a triple champ. But then, unfortunately, I f***ed up in the spring, and I lost my middleweight title. Couldn't beat the guy who I beat before. So maybe I'm just getting old, or the new one's catching up. I don't know. So it all got out of the window. If I would be double champ in the same time, I would have go for the heavyweight title. No problems at all. I never been scared fighting of anyone anywhere, and I always wanted to achieve something what no one ever did before. And Buchinger was double champ in Oktagon. He did that. So I thought, what's never been achieved before? Well, triple belt, that would be nice. But obviously, because I couldn't defend or couldn't get the middleweight title, now I'm pretty close to end my career. I had nearly 50 professional fights. I'm fighting since I'm 6. I've broken every single body in my body. So I want to have the grand finale. I want to defend this belt and have a rematch with Attila Vek. That was the only reason why I basically step up to the light heavyweight division where I don't belong to, because I wanted to fight the greatest fight of the century in Czech Republic and Slovak. Attila Vek is the best Slovakia champion. I was the best what Czech had over here, and we done an amazing fight. And when I'm gonna be finishing my career, we're gonna go for rematch, and I think he's gonna finish his career with that fight as well. So it's just gonna be something what never happened before in this country. We both same year, 85, strong year 85. We both gonna have a fight, and we both gonna finish career. But there's one interesting thing about Attila Vek. He's been in Oktagon longer than me. I was champion in different federation before, and I came to Oktagon just to chase him, just to get to fight him, and I did that. And since then, I gained the middleweight title in Oktagon. I gained the light heavyweight title. So Attila Vek is in Oktagon much longer than me. And he never fought for the title. So if I defend this belt, this is going to be the first time after all these years. He's with Oktagon since day one, right? So we're born Oktagon, they're born with Attila Vek. So this is going to be the first time he's going to be fighting for titles. So that's going to make this fight even more interesting. So I really have to defend the title, have the belt over my shoulder, and then when we have the rematch, it can be for the title Attila Vek, first time ever.
Nice. That's quite the plan. So is 50 the benchmark then? Is that the goal that you're going for pro fights? You said you're nearly there now. What is it? 42, coming up on 43. Is 50 fights the milestone that you want to get to before you retire?
No, I haven't got any. I haven't got any benchmark. I said I'm gonna retire with the fight with Attila Vek, and it's supposed to be this December, so that should be it. But we moved it to the summer because in Czech Republic, when I started fighting over here, we was fighting in hotels. Oh, this is great, 500 people. I said, well, we're gonna do one-day hockey stadiums. Everyone was laughing. Then we hit that. Then we said, well, we're gonna do O2 Arena. Everyone was laughing. We hit the O2 Arena. We sold it many times with Oktagon. And now when I say we want to fight in football stadium, no one is laughing. They know we are serious. So we hoping this fight is going to happen in the football stadium in the summer. And that will be the grand finale where I'm just going to say that's it. Because I got 4 kids. My oldest daughter was yesterday 16 years. And I realized I haven't took them for holidays in 16 years. I've been so selfish doing my sport. I travel all the world. I've been fighting in USA. I've been fighting in Brazil. I've been training in Thailand. Everywhere I went in the world is just for work. And I never ever even took my kids for holidays in 16 years. And I thought, I woke up and I thought, I got to fix that. I got two another small kids now, so I got 4. Hopefully I got a couple more coming, and I have to spend some time with them. You know, I've been in the ring over 30 years, and sometimes, you know, when the time it comes, you got to go.
So what do you credit your longevity? What do you give credit for your longevity? Because look, Dan fought, I fought. For me, 35 years old, that was the time to retire. You know, it took a lot of damage. said that that's enough. You've been fighting at a very, very high level in high-level organizations for an incredibly long time, and it's just not easy to do. It's not easy on the body. You already talked about some of the injuries. How have you been able to sustain this level of competition for so long?
That's only about your head. With me, is only in the head. I probably shouldn't be even in this game for so long because I've broken every single bone in my body. I got both shoulders operation. I got elbows operations. Sorry, guys, I got to move because I blocked someone in with my car outside the gym. So
That's all right. Go ahead.
So both knees, I got serious neck injuries, neck operation, and all what keep pushing me forward is the head. It's just like I can't even get up in the morning without taking painkillers. I'm in so much pain. It's killing me. And you know, I'm not even that old, but I always say for the people, but they're not really into our sport, it's like with you can have a 2-year-old car and you think you got a new car, but if it's got 500,000 miles, it's got 500,000 miles, you know what I mean? Or you can have a 15-year-old car and you haven't used it much, so it can go longer. So I don't think I can go in longer because my head is telling me like I've given up everything in my life for the sport. Like we got no Christmas because I'm dieting, so I can't have the food around the house. We don't travel. I don't go with kids nowhere because I have to concentrate on my training. I'm training up to 4 times a day. And you know, when I took my kids for first time for holidays after 16 years, there was like different world to me. They was looking like seeing things what they never seen before, and it was something great. And that's something what I want to do now. Just spend time with my kids and with my animals. You know, don't forget I got a house full of lions, tigers, crocodiles, sharks, and all these crazy animals. And I'm 4 times a day in the gym. My missus is always calling me, and the lions are hungry, and crocodiles trying to do the runner. And you know, I just have to stay a little bit more home because all what I do is train, sleep, train, sleep. I'm old. I have to sleep between training. I'm fucking old, mate.
So what are you going to do after you retire? Aside from, of course, you know, make sure that the lions are fed and that you take your children on holiday. Like, what do you think? Are you going to still train? Are you going to find something to help you kind of maintain your physicality?
You know what? You know what? I hate this question. Especially my parents are giving me this question. What are you gonna do after you retire? Well, I always say to them, "What are you gonna do after you retire?" And she said, "Well, I'm gonna enjoy my retirement." I said, "Well, so let me enjoy my retirement. I don't want to do nothing." Ideally, I don't want to do nothing. That's what retirement's meant to be for, you know. So what? I achieved a little bit younger. You know, you don't have to be 70 to retire. If I'm gonna retire at 38, I retired 38. So ideally, I want to do nothing. But if I got some dream in my head, is like I left bodybuilding for cage fighting. I used to love bodybuilding. That's my passion. I like to lift heavy weights, you know. And now when I'm old and, you know, ugly, the face is broken and nose is pointing to the one side. So I thought, at least I'm going to be one of these old gray fit, good in shape. I'm going to be training, lifting heavy weights. And, you know, once you hit your 50s and still look good, not many people around in 50s looks good. So that's something I would like to do. Yeah, just stay fit.
All right. We got to talk about the business side of this, right? Because a major topic of conversation in the sport that we all love so much for a long time has been fighter pay. And you're talking about retirement at 38 years old. You have a large family. You have a menagerie of animals that I know are not cheap to feed, right? And there are not a lot of people, Karlos, that can call it quits in mixed martial arts and financially have everything they need, have the things set up, have the businesses on the side, whatever, to sustain their life so they can enjoy retirement. How have you been able to achieve that?
No, you're right. You're right. But that's my like I can't really explain it. You have to a little bit know me to understand it. Like I don't, even though my retirement is close, I'm trying not to think about it and putting. I got obviously some things in place. You know, I'm not gonna retire broke. But for example, when I was working on the door before I started fighting, right? I never knew anything else. Like I was working every night in the clubs and I loved it. All my friends, basically all my family was around the doors and I was making great money. I was working in London, the best clubs, the best places with the highest paid. And I could not live without it. I got one sponsor and they said, no, you have to train a little bit more. We want you to stay off the door. We're going to pay you monthly, but we want you to just train. Don't go on the door. And I couldn't do it. I just found out I got no friends. I got no one to go for the lunch with because all my mates are on the door or they're in the gym. I'm home alone. What the hell am I going to do? So I was getting like secretly on the door just to hang around with friends. I said, I'll stay here with you for free. And then I got actually caught and I lost my sponsor. But anyway, I'm trying to say I couldn't live without it because I didn't think I can. Now, long time I couldn't live without MMA or mixed martial arts because I didn't think I can. But you always find something what to do. If you got in your life the drive, the will, there's millions things you can do. And I got a couple of things in mind, but I'm gonna start working on them when I retire.
So counting down the days now, what's to do now between here and the fight? Have you got much more training to do? Is the prep done? How's your weight? Do you have much to cut?
Well, if I was little bit if I was a little bit more sensible, I wouldn't have that much to cut. But I usually leave it to the last bit, and I got about 10 kilos to cut. But the thing is, when you cut in from 103 to 93, always the weight cut is tough. But it's not as tough when I'm cutting from 94 to 84. You know what I mean? I still got the weight where I can lose from. But I like to make it hard for myself because I believe in everything in life. The harder route you go, the harder way you do it, then better you're gonna gain. You know, suffer in the gym and then and then you're gonna have it fight easy. But today was my last like a hard training of takedowns and preparing every single position. And from tomorrow is starting really the wake up. Ever since I wake up, tomorrow is gonna be my last meal till Friday morning. I'm gonna have a little bit of oats. And ever since I wake up on that day, I never set an alarm clock. If I wake up 10 o'clock, okay. If I wake up 3 o'clock in the afternoon, great, because I'm gonna wake up a little bit lighter. And then I have a little breakfast and I start cutting weight slowly, all the way till Friday morning. So I got nearly 2 days to cut it.
All right, I know in the past you said that you still want to get an elephant to add to the zoo. Have you made any steps to getting yourself an elephant yet?
Well, to get an elephant is not actually that hard. The steps you need to make is to make some proper money to buy a bigger house with bigger land as the elephant can run around. Then the wife is gonna be happy, not because I got an elephant, but because I got bigger house and bigger garden for the kids. So there's the steps I need to make. I got a couple of more fights. Hopefully they're gonna be they're gonna be the money fights, and maybe after that it's gonna be the elephant. But that's probably a little bit further in the future. There's not gonna be this year. It's maybe not gonna be next year. But you always have to have a goal. I always said it, even in an MMA. Like I was going for middleweight belt, then I wanted more, so I wanted for light heavyweight belt. Then I even go for the heavyweight. And with the animals, I got myself from the little fish, I got stingrays, I got a shark, and from dog, I got the lion, I got tigers, I got crocodiles. So what more can you get than elephant? There's nothing else after that. Once I get that, there's the top of the chain, and I got everything. I got lions, I got tigers, and I got elephants. And then I can enjoy my retirement, riding the elephants.
Yeah, I think that's the retirement fight, riding into a football arena on an elephant. I mean, you know, what a way to go out that would be.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. Unfortunately, in Czech Republic, you can't do that. I already looked into that. I already looked into that because in Thailand you can ride them, and you know, I looked into all sorts of crazy things because all my lions, I keep them like friendly. I work with them every day, so obviously I wanted to walk lion with me to the cage, but everyone was too scared the lion's gonna eat them. I don't know why. I got nice lions, you know.
Oh, well, now, Dan, we got to go out there and visit the nice lions because I just want to see what that's like.
Guys, when you next time go to Czech, you have to come around my house. You never seen anything like it. The lions and tigers welcome you, and yeah. Next time you're in Czech for Oktagon show, you my guests. Come and see, come and feel it.
Perfect. Well, Karlos, good luck in the fight. Good luck.
Thanks for having me. Good to talk to you. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.
All right. That's Karlos Vemola. He's fighting this Saturday for the light heavyweight belt in Oktagon MMA.